Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Sounds good.
Starting with the prize, a one-of-a-kind Kakemon Baku.
Beautiful. It's a Mifune?
Correct. Mr. Fisk has exceptional taste.
Did you know him well before his arrest?
In a professional context, I handled many of his sales. Let's move on, please. Now, this exquisite piece exemplifies the traditional Tarashikomi puddled ink effect.
The two Neo are so imposing. I can see why Fisk liked this piece. Definitely his style.
He loved the duality. Destruction screams, but creation toils in silence.
Was there ever anything irregular in any of the sales you handled for him?
No. No, of course not. Not that I was aware of. Notice the intricate gold inlay on this ceremonial tea set.
It's just... a friend in the DA's office mentioned that Fisk used art sales to launder stolen goods.
I'm sure I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, I know. I was just wondering, now that he's arrested, if you had ever noticed anything strange.
You know what? I'm actually running short of time. Why don't we grab the cover photo while we can?
When I told my DA friend I was doing a piece on you, he mentioned your name was familiar.
Just the photo, please. Stand right there.
Are you sure there's nothing you'd like to say, maybe off the record, regarding Fisk's activities?
I don't think your readers would have any interest in... Damn it. Wait here, please.
Wait, I recognize that statue. Gotta get a photo. That shouldn't be here.
Hello? Craig? Craig, I'll call you back. My dear, I think it's time for you to go.
Oh, could I use the restroom real quick?
Fine. Follow me.
Thank you. This is a really lovely space.
It is. And this will be the last time you see it. The ladies is around the corner. Be quick.
Of course. Be right back.
Hello, Craig. Funny you should call. Because the reporter you sent is clearly not working the puff piece we agreed upon. No, she's here now.
I've got to get into that back room. If that statue is what I think it is, this just turned into a huge story.
What do you mean he had to reschedule? If she's not your reporter, who is she, Craig? Who is in my auction house? Oh my god. No, I do not trust you to fix this. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is have Miss Investigative Journalist arrested.
Pete told me about this. Fisk used it to hide evidence. Why didn't the cops take it? I know this statue opens, but how? He's holding something. Statue can move. Most common pose is latent power. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward. That's the Neo behind them. But it looks different. Maybe these pieces move. The catalog mentioned 2 poses. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward. The catalog mentioned 2 poses. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward. She certainly is cozy with Fisk. The catalog mentioned 2 poses. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward. The catalog mentioned 2 poses. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward. Nice. So close. But a piece is missing. I've seen these before. That's not right. Fits, but it's not the right one. That's it. Norman Osborn. What is this? Devil's breath. What is devil's... What the...
Excuse me, sir. You can't be...
Not good.
Where's the statue?
In there.
把文件找出来。
I was on my way to the exit when I saw you.
You're lucky to be alive.
Says the guy I saved 5 minutes ago. Listen, whoever these masked guys are, they're after this file. But I'll never get it out of here while the place is swarming with them.
Right. Okay, you hide back there. I take out the bad guys. You make a break when it's clear.
Sounds like a plan. Good to see you, Pete.
Yeah, you too. Not exactly how I pictured us meeting again, though.
Funny. It's exactly how I pictured it.
Did she change her perfume? Focus, Pete, focus.
Yes. All right. Of course.
Should clear these guys out before I push forward.
word and I'll make a break for it.
Will do. How about that file? What's in it that these guys want so bad?
Notes on something called Devil's Breath. Fisk was hired to build a secret research lab for it. Not clear what Devil's Breath is, but it seemed to scare Fisk. He compares it to Pandora's box.
Not much shook Fisk. We need to get you and that file out of here. Hang tight.
Please, don't hurt me.
Where is it?
I swear, I don't know. I'm telling you, it was the reporter. She was... You have
There we go.
Please, don't kill me. Please.
You're worthless. 我去确认一下，我们不许失败。
No! Let me go!
MJ,
Stop!
no. Hide!
Get in the office!
Not cool with the hostage taking, guys.
那是什么东西？
Whoa, what is up with that glowy stuff on your hands? Are you guys ghosts? Never fought a ghost before.
他怎么还不死？
I mean, I've fought specters, but, you know, technically specters aren't ghosts. All ghosts are specters, but not all specters... Daily cardio? Check. Huh. Looks antique. I think I know someone who could help track down where this came from. A job for later.
Cleared out that other room. You'll hold them for transport.
I just talked to Craig. You are not the reporter he was sending. You don't even work for Heritage Arts.
Never said I did. Hi, Mary Jane Watson, Daily Bugle.
You will not write a word of what you saw
For the
here.
record, what do you know about the file those masked men stole?
That... I don't...
What about the long history of stolen goods Fisk has laundered at this auction house?
Your editor will be hearing from our attorney.
Move. You got 211 in transport. Heading down to Men's Central. A couple of suspects down here.
Mix? Like the last 6 months never happened? Since when did Mix become Italian?
No idea, but I'm still glad he makes these fries.
Totally. Best in the city.
So, how's the grind at the Bugle?
Well, I just got an all-caps text from Robbie about my so-called antics tonight. So it looks like I'll be meeting with a legal team. Again.
As soon as he reads the article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
So, creepy mask guys. What's your take?
Just another night in the city. What's your take?
I feel like there's a bigger story there. Let's not make this all about business. how's it going with you? Did you get that promotion?
No, but we're on the cusp of something really big.
You know Oscorp would hire you in a heartbeat, right? One phone call to Harry.
Sure, but Dr. Octavius's work will help millions. I'm right where I want to be, right where I should be.
Almost sounds like it's more important than your other job. I've never heard you talk like that before.
A lot can change in 6 months.
Why did you ask me here, Pete?
You know, just dinner between friends.
Friends. Is that what we are?
Maybe we could be, if that's what you wanted.
There's a lot of baggage here.
Yeah, sure, but is that so bad? I mean, baggage can carry good things too, like money and keys, and raspberry lip balm.
Do you remember why we broke up?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
Saved by the siren.
Talk to you later.
Go.
Love seeing you two together again. You always were my favorites.
Hey, it's me. What's with the units heading down 3rd?
Looks like our old friend Herman Schultz is at it again.
Shocker. Didn't he just get paroled?
Yeah, well, I guess it didn't take.
No worries. Herman's just a big cupcake. I'll have him back in Rikers by bedtime. Just had dinner with my ex after saving her from masked criminals. And now I'm gonna go beat up a maniac who uses shockwaves to rob people. What a perfectly normal life you have, Peter Parker.
Attention units. Civilians need help following a severe collision. Officers near Devil's Shelf, please report to the scene.
Peter, I just want to make sure you haven't left any equipment you built for your friend around the lab. It's no bother to me, but if the grant committee stops by again...
Don't worry, Doc. I make a point not to leave anything there. But I know my friend appreciates you looking out for him. There's a lot of people who don't like him very much.
That buffoon Jameson and his audience of sheep? Please. The people who do great things in this world are those who don't let bullies like him stand in their way. People like us.
You said a mouthful, Doc. Take care. Almost got it.
I'm gonna tell everybody you're for real.
Don't panic. I'm here. That's everyone. Glad I was here to help.
You saved me.
Wow, you all forgot your keys?
Look out! It's the bus!
So, you're all going to jail, where I bet you'll be as good at breaking out as you were at breaking in.
Outside of the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway near Atlantic Avenue, please respond code 2. Got an 11...
Officers respond. We have a kidnapping in progress. Any officers in Nomad, please respond.
We got this, Spider-Man. Thanks anyway.
Flatbush Avenue exit. C services.
mugging reported. Need an officer on the scene. Reported location is the Garment District. Over.
Muggers never take a day off. Oh, on.
Now that this is gone.
'Get him, Spidey! Every two-bit mugger thinks he's the next Wilson Fisk. Well, they are going to jail, so...
I was in Times Square during the Fisk assault. What the? Hey, you're...
Hey, Jameson sucks. That's my boy right there.
My bad.
Hey.
Hey, hey!
Need an officer to respond to a reported drug deal. Please mobilize toward Flatiron. Over.
Wouldn't be New York without a seedy drug deal.
Not good. I said the fuck was on vacation.
Aw, you guys are like little kingpins in training. So cute.
Behind! You don't stand a chance!
I'm losing him. Gotta catch up. Just drop me off at the jail. No reason.
You'll regret that!
Curbside service. Huh. Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check.